Good afternoon guys, James from Mind Body Detox. Today I'm joined by Lianne, one of my clients who's just finished the 12-week transformational program. Lianne is a busy mum of two with a 2-year-old and 1-year-old, and she also runs Lily Rose Beauty Clinic. So whilst we're live, kind of just tell the followers a little bit about Lily Rose Clinic.
So Lily Rose Beauty Clinic is a clinic that specialises in permanent makeup. So we do brows, so that includes like microblading, ombre brows, powder brows, and then clients usually have that done and then they come back for lips and liner. So it's a nice treatment to have that's smudge proof, waterproof, get up in the morning and go type of makeup. So yeah, so brows is the most popular one at the moment.
Okay, perfect. So Lianne achieved some staggering results with us. Her before and afters, we've seen them, are incredible. I suggest that you have a look at them. She lost a staggering 11 inches of body fat, over 14 pounds, but most importantly, 8% body fat. So I'd never met Lianne before she embarked on our 12-week transformational program. So you saw an ad on Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so what made you click and then contact me from there?
I think, so I was doing a lot of research, contacting a lot of personal trainers locally, and I wanted to see, I read your reviews, I'd seen that you'd just completed a 12-week transformation, and I thought, you know what, I'll put the feelers out and see what makes you different. You seem to stand out in terms of your before and after pictures with your previous clients with real results, and the 12-week having an end term to the goals really sort of stuck out for me.
Okay, so then when we had a conversation on the phone, I know you spoke to other coaches, what made you go, okay, let's trust these guys? Yeah,
so I've had personal trainers before, and what I didn't want is a personal trainer that sort of watched me run on the treadmill.
Yeah.
I'd sent out lots of queries and inquiries and sort of said, I'm looking to lose a bit of weight, I've just had 2 young kids, I want to make a change, what can I do? And a lot of trainers came back, 4 weeks later, they had sent a blanket email response, changed my name at the top. So really informal, impersonal responses, and I think you need to strike the iron spot. If I'm thinking about it now and I put that response out, I really want someone to contact me quite quickly.
Yeah, and then kind of was there anything that triggered that when I was on the phone talking to you, you thought, right, do you know what, he's the person to go with, or he's the person that I should embark on?
Yeah, there was a number of things. So first of all, being proactive. So you, as soon as I sent that inquiry, I think it might be 10 o'clock at night, and then you came straight back to me and said, listen, let's have a chat. You said what time suitable for you, we arranged to have a chat. You phoned me at the arranged time, and I thought, right, okay, this guy's very proactive. And then you sort of said to me, what are you looking for? What do you want to achieve? Rather than let's just get you down the gym and do a couple of weeks and go for a run and things like that. And something that stood out is where you said to me, make time for yourself. You're doing a lot, you're busy, just give something back for yourself, don't be too hard on yourself. So yeah, there was a lot of things that stood out for me, that initial, you're very proactive, very positive, a lot of positive language, and just it felt right, as though you were the person that was going to give me the kick that I needed.
Okay, perfect. So where would you say that you were, before working with me, where would you say you were at, or kind of what was it that you were trying to achieve kind of 12 weeks later?
So I had lost weight, I managed to lose weight on my own, but it was a little bit of weight and it sort of started. So I was saying, okay, I'm going to start healthy eating on a Monday, then it'd come to Wednesday, I'd have a glass of wine, I'd feel really bad about that glass of wine, and then think, okay, let's start next Monday. So you've lost a week. And then with you, you'd sort of say, listen, you've had that glass of wine, everything in moderation, don't worry about it. Either pull back what you're going to have for the rest of the week, or just in preparation for having a little treat.
Absolutely.
Eat right.
And it's just like about kind of just modifying. So you kind of, a lot of people, I've seen one lady in the gym this week that's inquired, and she's joined with 3 of her other friends, and she said, like, also, we're not allowed cake, we're not allowed wine. It's not about depriving. If you think of something, if I said to you, think of a pink elephant, the first thing you're going to think of is a pink elephant. So it's about just working with the parameters of that particular individual's requirements. Some people are further on what we call that rainbow bridge than others. So some are eating chicken nuggets and chips every night. For me to get them onto organic food is going to be nigh impossible. So just breaking down those individual habits for that particular person. Okay, so what's the main thing that you think's changed for you since finishing the program?
Just my outlook. So I thought I was eating relatively healthy. I know when I eat bad and I know when I eat good, but I didn't know I wasn't eating a lot of protein, and I was missing it. You always said, if you can, get your protein out of your diet. So what the food that you're eating, eat the chicken, the eggs and things like that. If you can't do it that way, have that protein shake or mix it in. So it was a lot of different little tips. So with the MyFitnessPal, I'd fill that in, and then you'd phone me and you'd leave a voice message and say, right, I've looked through what you're doing. Yeah, you've had a Jaffa cake. Maybe substitute that with something else. You didn't always make me feel, you didn't make me feel, oh, I've done something naughty, I've done something bad. So it's just about the little things and substituting things.
I think it's understanding why you're doing that and educating you, because the last thing that you go to some of these Slimming World clubs and all they do is they teach you what to eat, but they're not teaching you why and the premise behind it, purely the principle, because they don't understand a lot of the time. Whereas if I'm constantly giving you education, I want to be able to, if people were just to do 12 weeks with me, they've got a great understanding of nutrition and education that can help them implement that for lifetime going forward. Yeah,
exactly, and that really helped a lot. So for instance, when we went on holiday, we took our protein powder, and I would never thought to take that protein powder with me, but it means I'm getting that protein as and when it falls short in my normal diet.
And what do you think, because you've got a gym at the house, like Fabulous House, but what stopped you from doing that on your own rather than having to come to me?
So I was going to the gym, so I was, put my gym stuff on, thinking, right, I'm going to do it. I'd sit in the gym, and I'm like, right, what am I going to do? I'd pick up a couple of weights, I'd go on the bike, and then there was just nothing motivating me, and I was looking like, I do need to do something. I know I want to do it, I've got the mindset to do it, but I just needed someone to say, right, here's something that we can work on. And what's really attractive about the 12-week transformation programs, it's got an end date to it. So say you go on a healthy eating plan, you're like, when's it going to stop? Am I going to be restricting things forever? But with the 12-week plan, you think, I've got 12 weeks and I really want to make a change within those 12 weeks.
And as a lifestyle, so you can sustainably do that.
Yeah, exactly. So you're learning things. So for instance, going back to the protein, you're making the small changes to the milk, that the cocoa milk, and things like that I'm having that I wasn't having before. So I really needed someone just to motivate me in the right way. And as I say, not watch me as I do weights or run on the treadmill, just someone giving that good positive kick in the right direction.
And then lastly, why are you continuing to go on to the next 12 weeks? What's made you think, right, okay, I want to continue this?
The fitness, I love the classes that we go to, so they're really tough. No classes at no sessions are the same when we do the personal training. It's just really motivational, so you're in there and you're thinking, oh my goodness, really working hard. It's different every single time, but you feel so great. Like today we did personal training and we're outside. Came back, I thought I felt really good, but on my way up to it I was still like, oh, it's a lot of hard work, but you come out and think you feel great. And I thought, do you know what, if I go back to the gym, I know what to do, and I'll continue to do sessions on my own, but it just keeps me on track and gives me the direction that I need.
Okay, perfect. So Lianne has kindly, on the back of it, I think the first conversation that we had, within 5 minutes, she said to me, oh right, okay, now that I'm done, my husband needs this. And I don't know if you remember, I said to you, that's great, but ignore your husband. I didn't mean that rudely, but in the sense of that the natural reaction for a mother is to kind of just think about everyone else and they're last in the pecking order. And I said, like, let's get you sorted, and then we'll worry about your husband thereafter. And then Ash, Lianne's sister, who's in Scotland, as working with me online, because I was an online client, and now your husband's working, Ollie's now working as a one-to-one.
Yeah, you really enjoy
So now it's like a whole family thing, and that's what I get, that's what I love when I'm working with mothers in particular, and women, because the domino effect is so powerful. Once they get it,
and they see the results, don't they?
Then everything else then follows from there. So the next programme, believe it or not, doesn't start until September, second week in September, when the children go back to school, but 19 spaces have already gone, I've only got 7 spaces left. So if this is something that it's resonated with what kind of Lianne said to you, you've seen lots of our reviews and the befores and afters, and you're thinking about doing it, don't delay, because I can assure you within the next couple of weeks, if not by the end of this week, all of those places are gone. So if you like our approach and what we've been saying and the way that we educate our clients, then there's a link in this title in the video. Click that link, that will arrange a call with me, and then we can have a chat from there. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Lianne. I really appreciate your time for that.
Thanks for all your help.
And I will see you at 6:30 later this evening, where I've got Sophie, who's also going to be sharing her stories too. Take care, guys.